Alright, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. There is some errors in the video, in the audio. Let me try to fix it. I think all of you notice that the sound was not coming properly. We will try to fix that. First of all, please invite your friends, and don't forget to share the link with whoever you know. Today is Sunday, so happy Sunday. May the Lord bless the rest of your Sunday, and maybe now it's in Asia, it's already Monday, right? Always we hear Muslims saying that there's many versions of the Bible. There is many versions of the Bible. And many Christians do not know really what to say. I mean, many versions of the Bible. What does that mean? What does that mean exactly? When a Muslim, he says, there's many versions of the Bible. So today we will show you an example of the deception and the lying and dishonesty of those Muslim sheikhs. And we will make a little compare between what they say and what Islam stands for. This is one of the liars we expose always. His name is Mufti Mink. He claimed that he is a sheikh. Let us see what he will say. And by the way, you are seeing advertising in my page, in my channel. I have nothing to do with it. This is YouTube placing advertising over my page. I don't know why. So don't think my channel is not receiving any payment from YouTube. Just to let you know. Because the video before it and the video before it, they are placing ad. Look like when we play somebody's sound, they automatically play advertising over our videos. So this is Mufti Mink. And he is going to tell you something very important. Listen carefully.
To understand their scriptures, guess what they did? They translated it and they deleted the original.
We Christians, we translated our Bible and we deleted the original. Let me go back a little bit.
Why does Salah have to be in Arabic? Oh, good question. Salah is not just a mere supplication. When you want to supplicate, you can call in any language. In fact, Allah knows your supplication before you've even called out. I once...
You idiot, isn't it you who just yesterday we played your voice saying it is a destiny, which means even your supplication is a destiny? How stupid Islam is. Allah, He wrote for you what you will say. So how that can be supplication, you idiot? See how false those people are? If Muslims believe in a predestiny, and Allah, He wrote for you even the word you will say. So how that is a supplication? And He agreed. He wrote for you what you will say.
Something and I don't know how to word it. And I say, oh Allah, okay, what's in my heart? Give it to me. Allah knows, right or wrong.
So why you pray then? Allah, you know that's what in my heart, give it to me. That's it. Thank you. Here we go. We made a prayer. Allah, He knows.
Allah, what's in my heart, you know. Fulfill it. Inshallah, may it be halal. Ameen. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is an amazing gift of Allah. If you take a look at the previous scriptures, the Torah, the Injil, and so on, let's take a look at the Bible. What happened to it?
What happened?
What was the language it was revealed in?
What
was the language that Isa alayhi salam, or Jesus Christ, may peace be upon him, spoke?
What?
Did he speak English?
No.
He spoke Aramaic.
Agree?
He spoke Aramaic. So,
okay, hold on, you idiot. You see those stupid people? He agreed that Jesus, He speak Aramaic. Did you hear it? Did you hear the certified idiot? Hey Muslims, do you want to laugh with me or you want to laugh at me? Let's see. This is your stupid sheikh. He just agreed that Jesus, He spoke Aramaic. Chapter 14, verse number 4. It says that Allah, He never sent a messenger except to speak in the tongue of His own people. Is that the tongue of the Jews? The Aramaic? Secondly, you idiot, As long Jesus, he spoke Aramaic. So why the name of his book is Injil, which is a Greek word? Let us see. Remember, Jesus, he spoke Aramaic. So why the Quran called the book of Jesus Injil? Injil is a Greek word. So Jesus was speaking Aramaic and his book was in the Greek. I write a book in Chinese and the title is in German. So here, this guy even did not even start. He destroyed his cult. Because Allah, he said, we never send a messenger. This is chapter 14, verse number 4. We send not a messenger except to teach in the language of his own people. So this guy, he agreed that the people of Jesus is the Aramaic, then they are not the Israeli, based on his agreement. What the language Jesus he spoke? Sheikh Mufti Minki answered saying Aramaic. Okay, well I agree, Jesus speak Aramaic, and he speak Hebrew, and he speak all languages in the world. Isn't even his disciple, according to your Islamic books, they asked Jesus when he said to them, go and teach and preach, they said to him, but how we are going to teach and preach, yet we don't know the languages of those people. He said, just go sleep and you will wake up in the morning, and in the morning they wake up, each one of them speak different languages. This is in your stupid Islamic books. So if Jesus can make all his disciples speak all the languages in his time, what about Jesus himself? Same time, as long the Quran agree and admit that Allah never sent a messenger unless he from the people and speaking the tongue of the people. So the tongue of the people present the people. So if the tongue is Aramaic, according to this verse, then the people are Aramaic. And Mufti Mink, he just admitted that Jesus spoke Aramaic. Yet the stupid Quran is using the word of the Greek version of the Bible, which is the Injil. You see it? Injil. And the Injil, this Injil, which is here, is confirmed. You see the potatoes, the liars, they keep saying, oh, they changed their book, oh, they changed their book. But their stupid book says, this is chapter 2, verse number 89. And when there has come to them a book from Allah, confirming what is with them. So the Quran in the time of Muhammad confirmed what is with us. Do you see the stupidity of this idiot? Do you see how false their argument is? So the Quran confirmed what is with us. Mufti Minki don't agree. Mufti Minki believe that this is a fabrication. And now what he will say, he's saying, oh no, this is in the time of Muhammad. Okay, hold on. If this is in the time of Muhammad, that means the time of Muhammad book is the one should be approved. And then the Mufti Mink, the comedian, he continue saying the following. Try not to laugh.
How come we don't find the Aramaic scripture? Someone might say, well, Paul...
We don't have the Aramaic scriptures, guys. We Christians, we don't have the Aramaic scriptures. No, we don't have it. You idiot. There is millions of Christians, they pray the Bible in Aramaic. And they have the Bible in Aramaic. And you are a potato. And you are a liar. You can go right now and search for the Aramaic Bible. What this guy is talking about. You see how they lie? Not only the New Testament in Aramaic exists, even the Old Testament, there is a huge part of it, or big part of it, is written in Aramaic. Why? Because the Jews, they've been enslaved by the Assyrian who spoke Aramaic. So we have the Aramaic language in both, in the New Testament, and we have the Aramaic language in the Old Testament. And again, they are lying to their followers, to their teeth.
And Peter were involved. Okay, they wrote it in Hebrew. Whatever it was, where is the Aramaic? I want to see it. It's not there. Well,
guys, they wrote it in Hebrew. They wrote it in Hebrew. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know, one day I'm going to die from heart attack from laughing, not from crying. Let me do this. They wrote it in Hebrew, brother. They wrote it in Hebrew. It's okay, but isn't Jesus supposed to? He was sent to Israel. So how you stupid Quran says that Jesus he was sent, or Isa, even who's this guy Isa? We do not know. Anyway, suppose this is Jesus. Isa was sent to the children of Israel, and now the children of Israel are Aramaic people. Okay, and they wrote it in Hebrew, brother. Wrote it in Hebrew. Let us do this. Hold on, give me a second. Comedy is good. Comedy is good. Lord have mercy. All right. We have every single word of Jesus documented. And this coward, this liar, is a liar. As an example here. And you can go right now, search for the Bible in Aramaic. What an idiot. This is one of the oldest churches. Even like in the Middle East for sure, because you know the Syriac is the language of the real Syrian, not the Arab Syrian. There's no Arab Syrian actually. So this is our Father out of heaven in Aramaic. And those people, they recite the whole Bible actually, singing it. And this is where Muhammad, he copy singing the Quran, and the Muslims after. My screen froze. Ameen. So this is our Lord prayer, our Father out of heaven, in the Aramaic language, which means this is the original prayer. So when this liar, he says, okay, where is the Aramaic? We die laughing. Because right now, as we speak, there's millions of Christians, they pray in Aramaic. Not only they read the Bible in Aramaic, they pray in Aramaic. So this coward, this liar, not only an idiot, ignorant, he do not know what he's talking about, and he is hypocrite like he's a prophet. In the top of that, let us go to the video. He is trying to prove what exactly? He's trying to prove that the Bible is changed, correct? But we showed you there's tons of verses in the Quran saying that the Quran confirmed the Bible which is with us. And then we need to ask ourselves, how the Quran confirm what is with us, but the sheikhs of YouTube, they don't confirm what with us? Are they coming from different galaxy? Yes, they are. Because simply the purpose of all those speeches is to make Muslims deny what we have and not to listen even to their own books. They're assuming that every Muslim is an Abdul, which means he is an ignorant. In the top of that, let us go for the sake of argument and say that the Bible today is changed as he claimed. But isn't it this is the Injil of Allah? Are you trying to prove to us that the book of your God, anyone can change it? Do you see how stupid this religion is? Huh? Do you see how stupid this religion is? Mufti Mink is not attacking your Bible Christians. He's attacking his own God. Because according to Islam, the Bible he is talking about is not our Bible. We don't believe in Allah. Who is this God, Allah, the black stone kisser? Allah is a pagan God. Somebody might get smarter and says to you, oh, don't you know that the Arab Christian, they use the word Allah when they translate the Bible? This is true, but this is false translation. They are under the occupation of Taliban for the last 1400 years. Not one day. Look, Taliban, they enter Kabul. In one day, everybody is growing beard now. Women wearing burqa again. In one day, they changed the religion. Yesterday, they have their hair open. The day after, they are wearing burqa. See how easy people change religion? Because terror. So when a terrorist, he tried to prove a point, he always shoot himself in the foot. For if the Quran is saying that the one who sent down the Injil is Allah, and then a Mufti Mink, he come and he says the book of Allah is a change. So what's my problem? Who is going to accept Allah to be God anymore after this? If you are saying to me, the Muslim, the funny by the way, they say that Allah, he sent 124,000 messenger. He sent what? 124,000 messenger. Okay. And each one of them, their books is gone, except one brother. His name is the Prophet Muhammad. Who is going to respect such a God who wrote 124,000 books and then all his book is screwed? I mean, this is the biggest failure for anyone who claimed to be God. Brother, God, this is God who sent 124,000 messengers, brother, and all their book, brother, are gone with the wind, and they are corrupt. But remember, those are the book of Allah.
Peace be upon them all. So by name 25 messengers have been mentioned in the Quran. But the Quran also says in Surah Fatir chapter 35 verse 24 that there is not a nation or a tribe to whom we have not sent a messenger or a warner. So every nation has been sent a warner. And our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said there were 124,000 messengers sent on the face of the earth.
The Prophet Muhammad, brother, he said 124 messengers, brother. So I'm going to go with you. 124,000 messengers, brother. Next time you're the guy sitting in front of Zakir Naik, don't forget to wear a mask, because he will spit at you as he speaks. Spitting machine. So Allah, he sent 124,000 messenger
Sent on the face of the earth. By name, only 25 are mentioned in the Quran, but every nation has been sent a messenger. Messenger, the main role is to get them closer to the commandments of Almighty God. So the common thread is there in the Semitic religions.
That's very well explained. Yeah.
Very non-Semitic religions also there is, but it's not as clear as that.
Here you see the stupidity of this cult. This guy is originally from India, right? So India alone have more than 400 languages. Based on this, there's more than 400 Muslim messenger at least, sent to India alone. Because he just said, he quoted the Quran, the same verse I was quoting. You see? The same verse I was quoting, that Allah never sent them messenger, not a single nation, Allah did not send them a messenger, and each one of those nations, Allah, he sent them a messenger who speak their tongue.
So the common thread is there in the Semitic religions.
That's very well explained. Yeah.
Non-Semitic religions also there is, but it's not as clear as that. There have been a lot of research done as far as Christianity, Judaism, Islam is concerned. As far as comparative religions are concerned, you will find many books on Islam and Christianity, many, hundreds and thousands. You will hardly find any book that does comparison between the Semitic and the Aryan religions. So one of the main...
This is the best comedy. So listen to this. The Quran is the only protected book by Allah. We have a God, his name is Allah. He decided to protect the book. And I understand why. Because this is the only book speak about big boobs. And you know, we have to admit, I mean, this is the only book have big boobs. So it's worth it. I mean, why Allah want to protect the Injil? Okay, he sent the Injil to Isa, but there's no boobs there. There's no boobs. So Allah, he said to himself, okay, there's many thieves, they are going to change my books. Which one is the most valuable book for me? He thought about it carefully and he come to the conclusion, the one have boobs. And I don't blame him. I mean, come on. Which one is worth more to save and protect? The one have boobs, or the one have description for vagina, which is the Quran too. So Allah, brother, he wrote all those books for nothing. What an idiot. And hold on, as long as the Muslim, they believe in destiny. That means it was a destiny for those books to be corrupt. So Allah, he destiny to corrupt his book. Can you believe it? It's a good argument if you think about it. It's what? It's a good argument if you think about it, brother. For sure it's a good argument. Are you kidding me? Yeah, we know that, you know. Good argument. Oh boy. Oh. What a comedy. What a comedy. What a comedy. I cannot understand how sometimes stupidity can have a stage. And why always stupidity is giving the stage? Always stupidity is giving the stage.
he needed to be punished because he stole. So he comes to Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu and he uses the same line. He says, "Oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having stolen when it was predestined? My deeds were already written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." Now that's quite a good argument if you were to look at it.
That's a quite good argument if you were to look at it. Okay, let us look at it. So as long all the crimes is done as a predestiny, and he agreed. And not only he agreed, he says it's a quite good argument. He did not say this is a stupid argument. He said this is a quite good argument if you think. Abdul, and he's thinking. He said, did he say if you think about it? Since when, Abdul, he think? Is that an insult? So the guy, he is a thief. They brought him to the caliphate to be punished. The thief, he said to the caliphate, why you are going to punish me if this is a predestiny? Which means my theft, Allah, he wrote it for me. I did not choose it. The sheikh, he agreed that this is a pretty good argument if you think about it. Because this is, yes, this is what they believe. They believe everything you do, even when you have sex, or even when you have fornication, even now, right now, me, I open my live broadcast because Allah, he destined for me to go and say what I'm saying. This is Islam. This is how stupid this religion is. So they brought the guy to the caliphate to be punished. Okay, why will be punished, caliphate?
Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now that's quite a good argument if you were to look at it. Subhanahu wa ta'ala predestined my deed for having stolen when it was predestined my deed. How can you punish me for having stolen when it was predestined my deeds were already written by Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala? Now that's quite a good argument if you were to look at it.
Right.
Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu was one ahead of this man. He says, well, let's punish this man because it was predestined that we were going to punish him as well.
This is a God teaching? Is that a God teaching? Are those people serious? This is what they claim. This is God teaching. This is logic of God. So everything is a predestiny, and then you will be punishing me for destiny? Saying now we go to the claim of this same person, the same idiot, who claimed that the Bible is corrupted. But based in your religion and your teaching and your agreement, that's mean Allah, he agreed that his book would be corrupt. That's mean Allah is a partner of the corruption. That's mean Allah is the devil. Because now the devil, he have a powerful tool to deceive people. You know, people became victim of what is called Book of God. Good ones, they are victims now of corruption. That's what he's saying. As long God is involved in this corruption, and it was by his agreement, that's mean this God is really the one behind this corruption, and he is the devil himself. So why we are accepting this God to be called God anyway? Let us call him Shaitan. Mr. Israfil, before I started, you said that you could not debate me because it was Eid. Right? And actually I saved your screenshot here. So do you like me to open my Skype for you so your majesty can call me? This is what Mr. Israfil, he said. Those are potatoes. You know, he thought I'm not going to see his text. You know, they post text, they thought okay, he's not here. You know, he opened the chat, but he will not be watching. So he said, a Christian Prince, if you have it completely wrong so far, based in first language. No, hold on. This is not the one we want to show. Hold on. That shows the other one, and then we will show you this one. Okay. This is what he said before we start. He's a hero, you know. He have like his 3 wives next to him, or 4 wives, and he want to show them that he can challenge me, you know. Mr. Israfil said, Christian Prince, if you think you refuted me last time, you are a bigger fool than I thought you were. It was law of you to challenge me to debate during the time of Eid. You know well I was busy. First of all, you idiot, who are you to challenge you to debate me? Who are you? You are not even a chip in a snack. Prove me wrong. Is that fair, guys? This guy, he claimed that he is challenged by me. I challenge all Muslims. Who are you? You know, you're a potato. Now let us do this. Do you dare to call me right now? And now he will stop texting. Look, your beard is, you sound like a Taliban for me. Are you? Do you dare? Here we go. Say yes, I will open Skype for you. You call me right now. Otherwise, everybody will know that you are just a potato saying things in the front of your wives to claim to be a man, but you are not. You are like your prophet. He imagined himself having sex with his wife. In fact, he did not. He go in the street, he told them, yesterday I was boom, 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 all the wives. They asked the wives, did he do yesterday a lot of boom, boom? They said, he did not even touch us. You are the same. You are a boom, boom in the chat when Christian Prince is not here. Christian Prince, he show up, you put your panty on, and you flee. I don't even see you texting no more. Are you there? It's gone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Don't forget to ride Al-Burak. It was a fast speed donkey who go up to the 7th heaven and come back in 8 hours. And the Muslims, they claim that the angels, they go in the speed of light. Speed of light. You know what? The lies of Islam is faster than any speed of any light ever exist. Now let us continue. As long as this kid, he not even there. Like, he disappeared. Look at him. He was a hero before we start. Anyway, potato. Do you understand now why I call them potatoes? So this idiot here, he just confirmed that even a crime, when it's done, it is done by destiny. So is corrupting the book of God is a crime? For sure, this is the biggest crime. It's a predestiny too. You see the stupidity? You see how you can refute them? So when they lie, they say that our Bible is 50 versions. You liar. The King James Version, this is a translation, you idiot. This is just a translation in the language. The same when we go in the Quran, we have tons of a translation. But we don't go and say this is new Quran, because we have dignity, not like you. In the same time, translation is translation. It can be mistaken, it can be good, it can be bad. And you Muslims, you ban Yusuf Ali translation from Malaysia. You ban many translation, you know, like this is named Dr. Gali. They banned him, I think, from Malaysia too. So any translation you don't like, you ban. Anyone can translate. Actually, me myself, I'm working in the Quran translation. Is that a new Quran? This is very silly argument. That is very stupid of you to say there's 50 versions of the Bible, you idiot. Same time, we have the Bible in Aramaic, we have the Bible in Hebrew, we have the Bible in Greek. In the top of that, our Bible translated to all languages since the beginning of Christianity. In the top of that, your stupid book confirmed the book which was between our hand at that time. What will they have? The Greek or the Aramaic? If we go to the Hadith, we will find that it was the Aramaic. Read carefully. This is the Hadith where Muhammad, he tried to commit suicide many times. The same Hadith. Because the divine inspiration supposedly stopped coming. And it's funny, they call it inspiration when Muhammad received a delivery by the pizza boy, Jibreel. So if you go here, you will see, speaking about a person, his name is Waraqah ibn Nawfal, and I believe, this is my belief, that Waraqah is the real father of Muhammad, who slept with his mother. And this is why we see always Muhammad with Waraqah. Always. When Muhammad got lost, he was a kid, he was with Waraqah. When Muhammad, nobody found him, he was with Waraqah. Waraqah, he sent his sister to sleep with the father of Muhammad, the one they call him Abdullah. She offered him 100 camel. If you have my books, you will see the reference. which means the father of Muhammad, literally, he was a what they call him, a gigolo. Gigolo. You know, he get paid for sex. So she offered him 100 camel, but supposedly, according to the story, he went and he slept with Muhammad mother. And then when he came back to sleep with this woman, she said to him, I have no need for you. So it looked like Waraqa was sending his sister to sleep with Muhammad's father in order to avoid Muhammad going to that woman, because Waraqa already sleeping with her. If you have my book, Sex and Allah, you will see all the reference that Arab women, they used to sleep with multi-husbands, and they choose when they deliver a child who is the father. It's them who decide who is the father, not the father who decide. So she can have up to 10 husbands if you want. And then she sleep with all of them, for sure not in one night. And then when she have a child, she will call the husband. So here we see Waraqa. He was, according to the hadith, he became a Christian. I read carefully. And he used to write the Arabic writing, and he used to write the gospel in Arabic. Do you see it? That is the Quran. The first one who started writing the Quran, it was Waraq ibn Nawfal. He was making a summary of a book have nothing to do with the Christians, is the book of the Nasara. We are not Nasara. You know, if you ask the Muslim what the word Nasara mean, they will start giving you their own fiction, stupid word. They say Nasara mean the helpers, the one who helped Jesus. So you idiot, if the Nasara is the one who helped Jesus, and you call us Nasara, so how we will go to hell, you idiot? Why you are calling us Nasara then? You see how stupid this religion is? Same when the Muslim, they call us in the Quran the people of the book. You see, we just heard this idiot saying that they deleted the Aramaic, which is a lie. So, okay, let us say all his lies is true. Let us say for the sake of argument. So how your stupid book keeps saying the people of the book? How we deleted our books and we don't have books? And your stupid Quran keep calling us people of the book. It's like saying Gojak, the guy with the hair. He don't have hair no more. How we are the people of the book, and you are telling your followers that we don't have a book. Do you see the stupidity, guys? If we don't have a book, and we deleted the book, and we don't have the book no more, and then your stupid Quran keep calling us the people of the book, that means your God is stupid. When Allah, he sent this verse in the 6th century to Muhammad, and he told him, tell the people of the book, okay, do they have a book at that time or no? If you say no, that means this verse is stupid. So look what happened. They lie about when they say there is 50 version of the Bible, this is a translation. They lie saying we don't have the scriptures. In the same time, they are the one who don't have Quran. I challenge Mufti Mink, the one who claimed himself to be Mufti. Mufti, even he's given his name as an authority. You know, Mufti, like Muhammad, he gave himself Muhammad name to be the prized one, to be God. So if we say to Mufti Mink, hey Mufti, can you show me the Quran of Muhammad? Hey Muslims, can you show me the Quran of Muhammad? Who is a Muslim when I get me busted and show me the Quran of Muhammad? Okay, forget about the Quran of Muhammad. What about the Quran of Uthman? Do you have the Quran of Uthman? They don't have the Quran of Uthman. Okay, do you have the Quran of Hafsa? They don't have the Quran. The Quran of Fatima, they don't have Quran. The Quran of Ali, they don't have. So what do you have? If you open the Arabic Quran today, which is the most popular version, it's called the book of according to Hafs. Hafs, according to Muslim Sunni, he is a liar and he is a fraud. And Hafs is a person who exists 200 years after Muhammad. So if you open the Quran, if you have an Arabic copy of it and you speak Arabic, be honest, go to page number A. I don't know, like maybe different printer, they would call it different name, A, B, whatever. It says that this is according to, starting from Hafs, Ibn Abi Asim, according to, Uthman, according to Muhammad. The religion of according to. We don't have Quran. Not only that, let me get you more busted, you idiot. Isn't it your prophet himself, he said, that when Allah, he sent him the Quran, your prophet, he kicked his bum and he said to him, it doesn't work this way? Read carefully. And by the way, even the Quran, according to Hafs, they don't have it, which means Hafs did not give them a written book. They claim that this is his recitation. And the funny is that Muslims in their book, they say that this guy Hafs was a thief and he steal book and even claiming in his name, which means like he take my book from me and then he claimed that he is the one who wrote it. So listen to this. When Allah, he sent the Quran to Muhammad, Muhammad said to Allah, get lost. Are you stupid or what? One Quran? It doesn't work this way. Read carefully with me. This is not a weak hadith. They cannot say this is weak and this garbage, they come with us, you know. This is a very authentic story. As you see, it's all over their hadith books. So, according to Muhammad, look how many references, look. You see, all is Sahih. And this is Al-Bukhari, the most authentic one. I heard Hisham ibn Hakim, whatever, saying, flum, blah, flum, 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 blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Allah, you know, Allah Messenger had taught to me in different way. What? Two people, they are reciting Quran, the same verse, supposedly. But it's not the same. Each one of them, he said it differently. There's different words. So the guy saying here a story that he heard someone, his name is Hisham, that he was reciting the Quran of Al-Furqan in different way, which means adding different words or different lines, whatever, from that of mine, which the way Allah Messenger taught him. So I was going to fight with him, you know, because during the prayer, because he was saying it wrongly. But I waited till he finished, and then I tied his garment around his neck and seized him by it and brought him to Allah Messenger. Look, this guy is almost going to kill the guy. And he said, I have him reciting the Surah of Furqan in different way from the way you taught me, Prophet of Allah. So Prophet of Allah, he said to the guy, okay, let him, release him. So he asked Hisham to recite the verse. So when he recited, Allah Apostle said, it was revealed this way. Like what? And then he asked me to recite, and I recited, and he said, it was revealed this way. Hold on. This is the same chapter. Both of them, they have different Quran. Muhammad claimed that the two Quran, which is giving the same name of Al-Furqan, Both of them, they are revealed to him from Allah like that. Different. The Quran has been revealed into me in 7 different ways. So recite the way which is easier for you. And let me tell you what happened. The potato Muhammad, because he's a liar, he could not repeat the verse twice correctly. So he said it first time, and then he made it second time, and then third time, and each time he recited the verse, he added new words. So people start, like figuring out that this is not the same he said yesterday. So Muhammad, he had to come with a solution. He claimed that his God gave him the same verse in 7 ways. Hey Muslims, did Allah give the 10 commandments to Moses in 7 ways? Hey, by the way, the Muslims, they believe that Allah, he wrote the whole Torah for Moses, not the 10 commandments only. Just take a note of that. He wrote it by his hand, the whole Torah. So imagine how many trucks of rocks Moses have to carry. All the Torah. Do you know how big the Torah is? All the Torah is written by the hand of Allah in rocks. Yeah, this is what he's saying. 7 different ahraf. 7 different ahraf means 7 different Quran. You see, the Muslim, they say to you, it's not really different. No, it's different. Even your prophet says it's different. Otherwise, why he's using the word different? If it's the same. And why they are fighting if it's the same. Right? So, here you will see that Muhammad explained that more. And this is again authentic hadith, supposedly. The Messenger of Allah, he was in a place, etc. And then Jibreel, the guy, pizza guy, came to him. And he said to him, Allah commanded you to teach your nation Quran in 1 recitation. This is the command of Allah. How many times we heard the Muslims saying that the best of us is the one who obey the command of God? Here we go. Muhammad, he is not obeying. Muhammad, he opposed the command of God, and he is correcting his God. He said to his God, I ask my Lord protection and forgiveness. My nation cannot bear that. So Allah, he made a mistake. Allah, he said to Muhammad, I will send you 1 Quran. Muhammad, he said, you stupid idiot. Don't you know that I have a bunch of fools who follow me? How do you think they can do that? And here you ask yourself, what does that mean that my nation cannot bear it? If this is true, so how the Quran today, they say to us, we have 1 Quran. Then the story, the comedy continue. Then came again second time and said, Allah commanded you to recite the Quran in 2 dialect. Or two recitation. Look at this. Allah, he agreed with Muhammad. His nation is so stupid, they cannot do it in 1 recitation. Okay, Jibreel, give him 2, give him 2. Okay, we will make it 2. Muhammad, he did agree. Allah still did not get it. He is so slow. So he said, I ask Allah forgiveness and protection. My nation cannot bear that. Then come to him in the 3rd time and he said, Allah commanded you to teach the Quran in 3 ways. Okay. Again Muhammad, he said to him, go to your God, you stupid idiot. Aren't you dummy? I ask Allah for protection and forgiveness. My nation cannot do it. Then he came to him 4th time. This is 4th time. I mean, what a stupid religion to believe in such a story. The prophet, he is putting condition on God. And the prophet is telling God what to do, and the prophet is fixing a mistake of God that 1 Quran is not good, 2 Quran is not good, 3 Quran is not good, 5 Quran is not good, 6 Quran is not good, and then when they became 7, Muhammad, he said that's good. And now we know why they call it 7-11. Now if we ask Mufti Mink, do you have the 7 Quran? And if The 7 Quran, all of them in Arabic. And still my people cannot do it. So how a guy who live in Pakistan, he do not know how to, he can be a Muslim? Any Muslim can explain to us? And what kind of a prophet he changed the book of God, saying, I want one more book, because this God is stupid. He did not know what he is saying. This guy, he have no idea. He's sending the book to the Arab, and the Arab are not, we are not smart people, supposedly. This is an insult to the Arab. So how the Quran need to be sent by God himself in 7 languages, all of them they are Arabic. In 7 ways, all of them they are Arabic, in order the Arab to understand. But Allah will not send his book to India, who have 400 languages, to understand the Quran. Do you see the stupidity? Why Allah he made the Quran in Arabic? Any Muslim can tell me? Any Muslim can answer. Who is a Muslim can answer? See, today we don't have too many people here because it's Sunday and people are not used to see me coming in this time. But it's okay, 700 is a blessing. It's almost half of the number usually we have, but no problem. Why God of Islam did not give Isa 7 Bible? Why the God of Islam did not give Moses 7 Torah? Why only Muhammad? I will show you why. To make it more clear for the one who do not, maybe they are new here. First of all, Allah he said in the Quran that nobody can change the word of Allah, and this is mentioned in the Quran many times. Chapter 6 verse number 34, chapter 6 115, chapter 10 chapter 10 64, chapter 10 27. So nobody can replace the word of Allah. Muslims, is the word of Allah is the Bible? They say yes. So how nobody can change it? Is the Quran only the word of Allah? Here you see the hypocrisy and the stupidity. Okay, is the Torah the word of Allah? They will say yes. Well, the Quran says nobody can change the word of Allah. They will say, oh no, Allah he mean here only the Quran, brother. Well, if Allah he mean only the Quran, he should say nobody can change the Quran of Allah. Are you saying to me your God Allah he used the wrong word? Right? Lamo, I still haven't recovered from the fact that your God Christian Prince uses Skype into... Okay, get out of here. We have no time for stupidity. This guy, he don't be... First of all, he says, you're God the Christian Prince. I'm not a God. I'm here to wash the feet of my brothers and sisters. The Bible says, if you want to be a master, you have to be a servant. Secondly, you dummy. Christian Prince still using Skype in the year 2021. Is that old-fashioned, you donkey? And look at you. All what we are using is made by the kuffar. Any software, you name it, is made by non-Muslims. Either by Hindu, either by Jews, either by Christians, and you are just using it. Potato. Don't forget to use TikTok, because Allah is ticking and he have no talk. Who cares? Is that a fashion show? He's still using Skype. You cannot believe it. He's using Skype. He said Skype. Stupid idiot. Your God Allah still using Jibreel. Your God Allah cannot send the WhatsApp to Muhammad. Call Muhammad by Zoom. Zoom in him. Your God Allah, He sent a donkey to His prophet from the 7 galaxy, from behind the 7 seas. And you are complaining about me using Skype, you idiot. Anyway, by the way, this is true story. You know, I will tell you a story. Like, my grandfather, he used to have a flying carpet and can carry 600,000 chairs. Tell me it's a lie, tell me. Go ahead. It's your prophet who said this story. And he told it to the companion, and the companion, they told it to the Muslims. And you Muslims today now believe that there's a guy, his name is Solomon, or in Arabic, Suleiman. He used to have a flying carpet, brother, can carry all his army, brother. Flying carpet. Flying carpet. This is the book of Allah. Anyone remember where is the... We don't want to change the topic, but I mean, you get the point. I mean, this is stupid religion, man. There's a guy, brother, his name is Solomon, brother, and he used to control the genie. And those genie, brother, they are very bad genie. And you know, I have my expertise with genie too. Okay? Like I remember once, you know, I was like doing, going, like I used to go, you know, I don't know if you remember me, I was in the Pirate of the Caribbean, you know? Like the guy with the long beard, you know, the guy, his beard is moving. Yeah, and he's having like a stick in his hand. Anyway, brother, so I landed in a land, there's nothing but bowls. I opened the first bowl, I found a genie. I was thirsty. But there's no water. It was a genie. I opened the second bowl, it was a genie. The third bowl, there was a genie. Fifth bowl, it was a genie. I keep walking, like, you know, there's ball in my way. Until I arrived to sign, it says, the island of the genie ball. And then underneath it says, the anthem of this island. Genie in the ball. Genie in the ball. This is religion. So here we go. There is a prophet. His name is Solomon. He commanded the wind to go under his carpet, and it carry all the equipment of war. And Mr. Mufti Mink is telling us our book did not change, brother. That's wonderful. So if this is a book, it's not a change. So you cannot say somebody is adding things, right? You cannot say this is a fabrication. It's in the Quran. And not only that, brother, those genie, they die for Solomon, brother, to get him jewelry. Don't use those words, otherwise I will block you. Don't say you are the God of Abdul. Don't say that. You are saying stupid things, my friend. Don't insult God. If you are an atheist, don't be a foolish. If you are a Christian, don't ever say that. Don't say you are the God of somebody. You are committing a great sin. We are not pagan like them who kiss black stones. And we believe in one God. And we believe in one Master. And we believe in one Lord. No man, no priest, no bishop, nobody is called Master or God or anything. So listen carefully. When a Muslim, they come to us and they speak about their book is preserved, the book is etc., we find that this is all is a garbage, because even their books, they claim that there's tons of verses are missing. Actually, even chapters are missing. As an example, Aisha, she said that the chapter of Al-Ahzab used to be equal to the chapter of Al-Baqarah. So there's at least 113 verses missing. Something, you can calculate the numbers. Ahzab equal to Al-Baqarah. What is the rest of the verses? When we asked the Muslims about the goat eating the Quran, if you remember the story, when Muhammad, he died. And then there's a bad goat. You know, goats are bad, what you can say. Yeah, sometimes this letter is not working. I hit it, it's not working. Can you believe it? I need to get a new cardboard. Here we go, finally. Hey Muslims, the Quran is preserved by the goat belly. Aisha, she said, the verse of stoning and breastfeeding for adult 10 times was revealed. Have you ever heard of a book of God revealed verses about women she gave her breast 10 times to a man to suckle it? Brother, you see, I accuse actually the Muslims that they are the one who delete those verses because it's a very bad embarrassment. This is a lie. The goat did not eat it. It is you, Muslim, who ate it. And I will prove it to you in a second. So the goat entered the bedroom of Muhammad when he was dead. The goat, she jumped in the bed. Muhammad in the bed. The verses under the pillow of Muhammad. The goat flipped Muhammad from the bed because how she can get the Quran unless she flipped him down from the bed. Are you following with me, brother? Remember, the verses is under the pillow of Muhammad, or the Quran. The whole Quran is under the pillow of Muhammad. And now Muhammad is dead. Muhammad is literally dead. The goat entering. The bedroom of Muhammad. And now she is showing the book. But how she can do that? In order to do such a thing, by the way, if you know this goat, in case you, you met her, I will describe her for you. There's a big reward by Allah and His Messenger. He's dead now, but the Muslim, they will give you money. You know, Taliban will give you money. So if you find the goat who ate the Quran of Allah, this is a very evil goat, by the way. I'm assuming that she was sent by Benjamin Netanyahu, you know, the Prime Minister of Israel. I mean, we have to blame the Jews for it. Come on. I mean, how this goat, she knew that Muhammad now is dead, and how she knew that there's nobody in the room, and how she knew that it is under the pillow. Like, hello? This is something nobody can do except the Mossad. They knew everything. So they were watching the Prophet carefully, brother, and now they knew that the situation is great. Perfect. So the goat, go and eat the Quran. You know, the goat, she speak, by the way, she speak Hebrew, you know, because she is double agent. So speak Arabic, she speak. And not only that, Netanyahu, he said to the goat, don't eat the whole Quran. Go and flip the pages. Look for breastfeeding for adult. And then the goat, she started flipping the pages. Not this one. Not this one. And Netanyahu, he said to the goat, open your camera so I can see with you. Not this one. Okay, I think I found it. It says here, yummy, yummy, nipple, big boobs. Netanyahu, he get angry. He says, this is not the one. This is the verse about the big boobs. We want the breastfeeding for adult, not only breast. Okay, let me keep searching. And the goat, the poor goat, she had to find the reference before somebody show up in the room. And then finally, she got the chapter of a breastfeeding for adult 10 times. I mean, I love it. It is 10, not 7. How come Allah, He quit the number 7 suddenly? 10 times? You know what, we have to admit, sometimes doing things, same thing 10 times, it's better, especially if it's come to be breastfeeding for adult. I mean, come on, if you ask a man, how many times you like it, 7 or what do you prefer? What is your reference? What is your preference? 7 times or 10 times? That guy, he was like, you don't even need to think about it. He would say 10 times for sure, you know, especially if the lady is like, you know, she's, where's my tea? Before somebody shoot me. So there is a verse in the Quran revealed by Allah ordering Muslim women to give their breast 10 times to suck it. Mufti Mink, where is the verse? I want Mufti Mink to recite the Quran for us about 10 times breastfeeding for adult. He will say to you it's abrogated. Who abrogate the verse, the goat? You see, the Muslim, they say to us that they memorize the Quran by heart. Okay, no problem. The goat ate the Quran. She did not eat the heart of the Muslims. Do we agree? Guys, are you listening? As long as the Muslims, they recite the Quran by heart and they memorize it by heart, well, no problem. I mean, what a big deal. The goat ate the book. She did not eat the heart of every Muslim. Do you understand? So they cannot claim that it is the goat behind the disappearance of the verse. So who can recite the verse for us? Because the Quran was eaten by the goat, that's not an excuse for the verse not to be there. If you say to me it's abrogated by writing and recitation, that is the most stupid thing ever. Show me where in the Quran it says, don't recite this verse no more. Who is the one who gave you the order not to recite this verse no more? And to make it more stupid, look what Aisha, she said. The paper was under the pillow. When the Messenger of Allah died, we were preoccupied with his death. Okay, was Allah busy too? Where was Jibreel? I thought when somebody died, the angels of Allah will be next to his head. And especially this is the Prophet himself. Like what? The angels, they were going playing online games. They were not next to the head of the Prophet. What the top 10 verses in Islam to challenge about it? Anything, all of it is stupid. I do not need 10 verses. The whole Quran is a joke. You are making this is a question very difficult. It's impossible. All of this. Don't you see the stupidity? So, and time sheep came and ate it. And look here, look at this. Look at this, brother. Note, these verses, brother, were abrogated in recitation. Hold on. You Muslim believe that there is verses abrogated in recitation? Who gave you that order, brother? Who as a Muslim can show me that your God Allah said to you, don't recite this verse no more? Same time, why this God, he don't want you to recite it no more? Abrogated by recitation, brother, but not by ruling. Like what? Like what? This God, he want to keep the ruling, but he don't want you to recite the verse. Where it says that? And why does God don't want you to recite it? So there's a God, he sang a song, it's called I'm Sexy and You Know It. And then he don't want you to say it. Why? Because it's an embarrassment. He is not sexy. And you know it. Do we have any Abdul? So when they lie, they speak against our Bible, they shoot themselves in the foot. Number one, according to Islam, the Bible is the book of Allah. So when a Muslim speak about the Bible changing, you as a Christian, shut him up right away and say to him, you are saying to me that the book of your God changed. And in a second, you will see the Muslim face change from potato to tomato. Don't start defending, says, no, this not happened. Don't. He's talking about his God, not your book. Remember, there's nothing called my book. This is the book of God, correct? My book is something I wrote. So like now, if you ask me how many books you have, I will say to you this book and this book and this book, and you can find them in Amazon, and we translate it to many languages, blah, 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 blah. Those are my books. But when you speak about supposedly the Quran, it is the book of God, according to Muslims. According to Muslim too, the book of God is the Injil too, which means the Bible, and literally the New Testament. So when a Muslim, he says to you that the Injil is corrupted, he is saying to you that his God book is corrupted. So what's your business? Why you want to defend that? Laugh at him. He says, I agree with you. The book of Allah is screwed. Allah got screwed. Explain to us more. Who is the one who screwed your God Allah? Because, you know, when I change the book of God, his name is Allah, that means the loser is Allah. Who is the one who lost? Allah. Who is the one whose book is changed? Allah. And the Muslim, they are trying, working hard to confirm to us that their God is not trustworthy and he cannot protect his book. In the top of that, in front of us here, if you see, it says that it's abrogated by 5 number of forced. Do you see the stupidity, guys? People, do you see the stupidity? What forced? Anyone notice the problem? Who want to help me here? Let us see who of you is focusing very good. Anyone notice what is the problem with the last line compared to the beginning? Anyone? Nobody notice? What forced rage mean? What forced rage mean? What the word forced rage mean? Forced rage. Excuse my English, as you know, English not my first language. As I know that this is about somebody, he was giving birth, right? Like a child. So 5 times, okay, hold on. But the beginning it says breastfeeding 10 times for adult. Like what? Like Abdul what? So how you upgrade the 10 time breastfeeding for adult to 5 times for an infant? What is the connection? And where is the verse? In action bring up a child that is not one of birth. Yeah, but the Muslim, they believe that when you feed a child, supposedly, by birth, sorry, by milk, and he is not your child, he became like your child. So he is forbidden for your child to marry, your real child to marry from that child which you did breastfeeding for. But here you notice that we are talking about breastfeeding for adult, and according to Muslims, breastfeeding for adult, still the man can have sex with that woman he did breastfeeding from her. So what the purpose? Nothing. Stupidity. Same time, as long it says here abrogated with 5 times, where is the verse? Any Muslim can tell me? Additional to that, did Allah find himself wrong? So he decided that the breastfeeding for adult is not good. I will make it 5 times. 10 times wasn't. Did he find the number wrong? Why Allah downgrade the number from 10 to 5? Who are you to question God's decision? I'm not questioning God's decision. I'm questioning the breastfeeding. First of all, who is your God, you idiot? You don't even know your God. Secondly, you said this is God's decision. This is not God's decision. This is your decision. Prove me wrong. Show me where your God said, I abrogated those verses. Is that fair, guys? This Abdul, he claimed that he have a God. His name is Allah. And this is his decision. Show me. As you see, there was verses in the Quran saying you give a man, your wife, Mr. Israfil, she have, if I come to visit you, I go to the living room, you order your wife to give me her boobs, mashallah, she have a beautiful ones, and then, alhamdulillah, I have to hold them and suck it 10 different times according to the Sharia law, and then, brother, what? Nothing. Still I can have sex with her. So what's the point? Stupid. According to your religion, still she is lawful for me. So what's the point? Secondly, as long as it is Allah's decision, can you show me the decision of Allah? And not to forget to mention, I mean, what kind of religion this religion is. I mean, what kind of God he order women to give her breast to a stranger? To the point even Aisha, she used to order her sisters and her nieces that anyone want to enter upon her, he have to go and get nursed by her sisters. Can you believe it? Let me try to find the hadith. Read carefully. From that Aisha, the wife of the Prophet, may Allah bless him and grant him peace, admitted those whom her sister and the daughters of her sister, her brothers, had nursed. And she did not admit those who were nursed by the wives of her brother. So Aisha, she will not accept any person to enter upon her unless he do suckling. Now, is that suckling for someone as a child? Maybe, but let us see. It will show you that this is for adult. This is not. Let's find the hadith because there's English to find it just by searching two words. Hold on. All right. Because we need to find the hadith only in English so you guys can see it. Where is the hadith of Aisha? All right, let's see this one here. Yeah. Okay. You see, I have the hadith in Arabic, but I want to find it in English. Let us see. Let's try this one. Read carefully. There's a guy, he wanna enter to see Aisha. He's handsome, he's good looking, he's wearing nice jeans, expensive brand. He have necklace in his neck, 5 rings in his hand. He's 19 years old. Aisha, she is 18. And Aisha, she wants him to get into her room. But the believers are watching how she can make it halal. So look what happened. Aisha, the mother of the believer, she sent this guy while he was being nursed in her sister Umm Kulthum bint Abu Bakr, and she said, suckle him 10 times so he can come and see me. Sorry guys, I have to do some suckling because I'm going to meet Aisha today. So this is the Quran. You are telling me about the preservation, flying carpet, the guy dies standing, sunset in murky water, the sperm coming from the backbone, the sperm coming from the ribs. This is the Quran was not preserved, and here we go. Aisha now, the decent women of the Prophet, she is ordering anyone to enter upon her to go and suck the breast of her sisters. So, okay, now, based on this, if a Trump was a female, and you want to see the President Trump, who is supposedly a female, you have to suck the breast of Ivanka Trump? How that can solve the problem? Look at the stupidity. So how come they cannot see Aisha, but they can suck the breast of her sisters? I mean, do you see the stupidity? If it is not allowed to see a woman without suckling her breast, but how you can suckle her without seeing her? The Muslim, they like to say to you, it doesn't say suckling. It's about you put some milk in a cup and she drink it. Read carefully. It says suckle him. The Arabic language is so clear. So I cannot see Aisha, but I can see Aisha's sister and suckle her breast. What kind of logic that logic is? What kind of religion this religion is?